Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be discussing about Bitcoin, the crypto market, what's going on. So crazy important news already. The PC report just was released roughly 20 minutes ago, showing that it came in line with expectation, and so the personal consumption expenditure having a little bit of an uptick compared to last month. But of course, guys, the results came in line with expectation, and therefore the market, like Bitcoin, decided to pump around this area. And I want to show you guys as well what we did in our VIP group. So basically, when Bitcoin was around this area, around 68,000, 67,000 in our VIP group, in the scalping section, I just gave the entry to say that potential Bitcoin scalp long risky entry 6850, 67,800, and this guys was the results for today. So again, we nailed the prediction, guys. If you want to join our VIP group, link in the description below, where we post trades every single day, but more importantly, we put lots of analysis every day just for you to understand where the market could go to, and also to be always updated. But let's cut the chase down. Let's go back into Bitcoin right now, guys. So very important right now for Bitcoin. We had a pump over here. PC came in line with the expectation, which was I would say a relatively good news. But right now we are waiting also for the stock market opening. Now at the moment, guys, Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart, right? So like I would say on a higher time frame, still hasn't broken any important level of resistance. As you can see, we pumped like crazy from here, so we went roughly around this area, and right now, what we need to do to be very bullish will be to be able to break this line of resistance over here, because if you're gonna be able to break this line of resistance, then I can really see Bitcoin accelerating and going back at least around this area over here, which is gonna be roughly at $72,000. But as you can see right now, guys, Bitcoin is still stalling a little bit. So we had a bit of a pump, like it's 0.5%, but it's still fluctuating a little bit, and we need to really assess to see what's going to be happening in the next 1 to 2 weeks. I'm going to go on the 1-hour chart to show you a little bit more intraday what's going on. As you can see, we had a big pump starting from here, and then pretty much we touched this line over here. So as I said before, in order for Bitcoin to be very bullish, we'll probably have to break this line over here. Something which is quite remarkable is that Bitcoin could be forming right now, if it's going to be able to break, is going to be forming what we call an inverted head and shoulder. As you can see from here, we got one shoulder over here, one head over here, and another shoulder over here. So if it's going to be able to break this neckline over here, guys, the target is going to be, I can calculate from here to here, bring it over here, is going to be roughly $72,000, as I was explained before. So for me, the base case scenario is going to be Bitcoin to go back up to this area if we're going to be able to break here. Because if today, guys, in half an hour, the stock market is going to open lower, then I could expect Bitcoin to actually have a rejection and to go to the downside. So I'm going to go again on the daily chart on a higher time frame just to have a look, what's going on from here. And as you can see, we are still fluctuating. We are still into this potential bull flag from here to here. And what we have to do will be to forcefully break this line over here. Once we're going to be able to break here, have a nice candle covering the whole situation here, then we're going to be able to fly to new all-time highs. And we also can see today is going to be the last day of May, and we can see as well our candle over here, and the candle, in my opinion, looks pretty good for a continuation to the upside. So if nothing changes, guys, and we're going to have a very important event on the 12th of June, the FOMC meeting and CPI. If this is going to come, CPI is going to come lower than expected, and during the FOMC, the Fed might hint of an interest rate cut, then I can see really one last blow off top of Bitcoin to go probably up to here around $85,000 to $87,000. So which is quite important. Now let's have a look as well as a few other indicators which can tell us, if we're going to continue to go down to the downside, or are we going to have a correction again with Bitcoin. We can go and we can check this 2 years fixed income US government bonds. This is very important, right, because it has an inverted correlation with crypto, Bitcoin, and the stock market. Whenever this one goes up, guys, the stock market goes down. So I want to see what's going on right now over here with the 2 years treasury yield, and you can see, guys, that the 2 years at the moment is still into a interesting situation. I'm going to just cancel all of this, and we pretty much try to climb back up from here. So we went here, we touched this line over here, then we had a breakdown, and looks like it wants to continue to go lower. So at the moment, guys, if this 2 years treasury yield is going to keep dipping, it's going to probably go down, let's say, around this area 4.8. I can really see the stock market to continue to go to the upside, as well as Bitcoin to reach $80,000 to $90,000. And then, of course, in the future, if we're going to be able to break this this pattern over here, which in my opinion looks like a channel, then we could be seeing this happening with a consequent rise in Bitcoin and also into the stock markets, and BTC could be going potentially, if it's going to go down from here, as I said before, 80, 90, or even $100,000. Let's also have a look, guys, which is very important as well, negative correlation with the stock market, the DXY. DXY, we can see, just to give us like a prediction, you can see that is actually pointing downwards, and that's the reason why Bitcoin could be actually pumping at the moment, guys. And we are in a very critical point at the moment with the DXY. So let me show you straight away. So if this thing is going to keep dipping, guys, look what's happening right now on the 4 hours is going down, guys. So if it's going to continue to go to the downside like that, okay, it's going to probably reach this level over here. Like I was actually talking before, this could have been like a bear flag. If it's going to continue to go down this way here, I can really see Bitcoin and the stock market to continue to go to the upside. So we have to keep in mind that this is actually breaking down. If the daily chart, guys, the daily chart is going to confirm this movement over here, we could see a further sell-off of the DXY, maybe down to here, 102, and of course, Bitcoin and crypto could go to the upside. So at the moment, to be honest, I'm favoring this DXY to go down with a consequent rise of Bitcoin. I would say the only argument I go against Bitcoin and crypto is the fact that Bitcoin looks a little bit tired at the moment. So on a higher time frame, I can see that we're not pushing the way we want to push, and I think it's because at the moment the economy is weakening, Bitcoin is stalling, so we don't see too much liquidity coming into the system. I think the markets want the Fed to cut interest rates before continuing higher. So right now I'm still favoring, guys, on a higher time frame, Bitcoin at least to go around this area here at $66,000. But again, might not happen, might be completely wrong, but from a technical point of view, I really would like to go around this area to then, of course, continue to the upside. But so far, so good. Looks like we're still pumping, and I guess we have to see day by day what is going to be happening from now. But the last thing again I wanna show you, which I promised to you as well in the title, is I'm gonna analyze this coin for you that's really brought my attention, and I think it's great. So it's SUI USDT. So SUI is a very interesting coin that, of course, I got into my portfolio, and one of my members was asking me to analyze the coin just to show you where we could be heading with this great coin. So first of all, what I do, like usually analyzing these coins, like SUI, I'm gonna get with my Fibonacci retracement and see how low we could go to, where we are, what is gonna be our point of interest in case you're buying and holding. So at the moment, looking at the chart from here, the first levels I can think of could be the golden pocket, the golden zone in between this area over here and this area over here for a potential buy the dip scenario. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to one line over here, but also another line over here. And as you can see, SUI at the moment is still respecting this diagonal level of support. So if I was let's say if I was a buyer and I want to buy SUI to keep it for the next 6 to 12 months, what I will do, I will potentially, and this is not financial advice, but I will divide my buy entries into probably over here around 100 and 268 where we are right now, and then I will also have 50% of my potential buying order as well roughly around here, around 69 to 70 cents, because what I'm expecting with SUI is going to happen is the following. I'm going to go and draw like that, but in the worst case scenario, we are going to see, as I said before, let's say another drop, maybe down to here, maybe down to this area like this, but then what I'm expecting could be a big movement to the upside to continue, of course, when alt season is going to hit. And the thing is, what we need to make sure is to, of course, understand how high SUI could go. At the moment, I mean, it still looks quite bashed, oversold, but again, with this kind of altcoins, you have to be always careful because they can dip much more than what you think. And by buying with half of my capital in this area and then half with this area over here is going to help me to DCA all the area to then, of course, sell when it goes a little bit higher. We can also see on the daily chart what's going on right now. So in order for SUI to be very bullish and to be like, okay, that's the right time to be involved 100% would be to be able, guys, to break this line of resistance over here. And we can also see, like, from there how high we could go to if you maybe playing do, like, swing trades, swing trading. What I would like to see from here, guys, it would be a clear break of this area from here, and then what I could be expecting is that SUI short term, if it's going to be able to break this line over here, would be to at least to rise around this part over here at 1.41. And if it's going to keep going, I would say the best area I could think of would be around this 61.8 Fibonacci at 1.70 before seeing a proper correction. So looking at this, if you're going to have a retracement now, if you're going to break this resistance line, let's say from here, then what I could be expecting could be a retest from here, big pump here, retest here, big pump here, and then a bigger retest over here. So again, we're going to break forcefully around this area. That's going to be a very good sign that we're going to continue to go to the upside. So I also have a look at the 4-hour chart. We can see with SUI what's going on right now. I mean, it looks, in my opinion, that altcoins have been completely bashed compared to BTC, and all of them are, I think, they're forming a base. So I wouldn't be surprised if SUI, looking at the charts over here, is going to go down. I'm going to go a little bit more like this way, but it's going to go potentially doing, I'm going to go my brush, maybe doing this or doing this. So that's what I can think in the worst case scenario. And then, as I said before, that's what I'm going to be a buyer. So, but again, looking at this, I would say short-term plan, that's what I'm expecting. But if also, of course, you want to know the price prediction for SUI, we can analyze how high we could go to. And by doing that, we can get our amazing Fibonacci extension. I'm going to go for the lowest point to the highest point and draw the point of interest. And we can see from here, guys, that SUI could go incredibly higher compared to what we are right now. Some people are claiming it can go to $50, $100, $600 million, but you know that you know me very well, and I don't like to give you false expectation. And looking at the charts from here, I will say that SUI is quite reasonable, that we are gonna go from here, then potentially to over here. So my target, guys, for SUI, and I'm gonna say as a mid-term top, and when I talk about mid-term top is whenever Bitcoin is going to hit maybe $80 to $85, $90,000, and then I'm expecting a correction from there. But I wouldn't be surprised if SUI is going to be able to go around that area. So touching, as you can see, it's like actually converging very well all these lines over here. But by roughly the end of August 2024, it could be reaching a target of $3.37. And then at the end of the bull market, if Bitcoin behaves and it goes to 150K, 140K, then I could be expecting even to extend around these two numbers over here in between $7.08 and $8.23. And of course, if your prediction is SUI can go to $25, $30, I let you be a moon boy and dream whatever you want. But at the moment, that's what I think, and that's what I'm going to do whenever I'm going to buy and hold. So I'll probably be a seller around $3 to $4. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful. If you have a question, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm going to see you tomorrow for another updates about crypto and Bitcoin. Take care, and I'm going to see you soon.